Right there, everyone. How's it going? So today I'm gonna give you my predictions for Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal. So honestly, I am really excited for this one because I know with him versus Burns, it was quite exciting and intriguing. Would Burns' submissions be enough to trump the wrestling? And would Usman try and stand with him because he knows that Usman's submissions are just dead? I mean, that he knows that Gilbert's submissions are just deadly. You just don't know, do you? But Masvidal, it feels like he's the sort of bloke who can just find the knockout one way or another. But he's never fought anyone at the level of Usman. You know, the Till fight, Till had his chin in the air and he just managed to get Till with that technique that he did the switching stance, then left hook. And then Askren, yeah, really smart game plan, flying knee, but you could sort of count that as like, he didn't catch him, it was a smart shot. Well, he did sort of, but like, if Askren had recovered, it wasn't like he hit him with loads of stuff and finished him. It was just one big shot and then hit him with a few follow-up strikes. But the Diaz fight was insanely impressive. That was just a total mugging. But I can't see him being able to do that to Usman because Usman's just insanely strong. And Usman's mugged off a killer's row of people. He's beat RDA, made him look foolish. Leon Edwards knocked out Colby Covington in a really tough fight. Covington's top draw. Woodley's top draw as well. He's just insane. Well, back then everyone thought he was like, you know, one of the best fighters in the world on the way to becoming one of the best ever. But he fought someone with the wrestling of Usman. Well, he fought Usman, who has insanely high level wrestling, and then we saw what happened, didn't we? He just got absolutely mugged off and destroyed, and he'd beaten loads of people, and he's beat Sean Strickland as well, Emil Meck, Damian Maia. Just all beasts really, and he hasn't really lost any rounds apart from the fight against Covington. I mean, one judge had it 3-1 Colby, the other one had it 3-1 Usman, and the other one had it 2-2. So there you go. Usman's just beat so many more people than Masvidal. I mean, Masvidal is really, really good and he's upped his game a lot, but he's only on a 3-fight winning streak at the moment, you know. And Usman, he's won a crap ton of fights. He only lost one years ago. He's never lost in the UFC, isn't he? Like 11-0 in the UFC, I'm pretty sure. He's just an absolute utter beast. Now, I know Usman stood with Colby, and I feel like it was like a 5-fight, wasn't it? You know, it was really, really rough and tough. And if he does that against Masvidal, he's in trouble. You can't like stand and bang with Masvidal at all. That is a dangerous game you're playing. It's like if Masvidal went for the wrestling against him. But that isn't as much of a dangerous game when someone's got like... It isn't as dangerous as striking with someone because Masvidal, he can clock you with something big. If Masvidal shoots for the takedown, Usman isn't an insane submission artist who can just get to his back, lock up the body triangle and keep him in that position for ages and get him back down and what have you. So, yeah. But Usman, you know, he's just an absolute utter beast. He's just a total killer, as I say. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on 10 or 11 wins, you know. So, how do I see this fight going? I just see Usman resorting to the wrestling. I know Masvidal will probably see it coming and be able to defend the takedowns a little bit. And, you know, this being on 7 days' notice, it's a really, really risky game for Masvidal. Usman, he's been preparing for a striker in Burns, you know. He's had some really good people coming into it with his strike. In Masvidal, he's only got 7 days. And I'm sure, you know, his takedown defence is alright and all that, but... And his submission grappling's pretty solid, I guess, but... You're not going to be able to do much against Usman, you know. So, I just see Usman getting a unanimous decision. That's what I see happening, to be honest. Should be an awesome fight, though. I mean, if Masvidal can clip him or just rush him or defend the takedowns, then that's great. But Usman's just on another level with the wrestling. And he's been really working his striking in this camp. So, and Masvidal's only got 7 days. But who knows, you know, who knows. Fair play to Masvidal for stepping up. Before in the past, I've said, you know, I don't really think he's a real gangster because of some of the things he's done in the past and how he acts sometimes. And it just seems a little bit... Nick Diaz never had to do any of this stuff. He never had to assault anyone or do anything horrible or... He usually shouted at people. He didn't like really rub things in their face, you know, like Masvidal. He sort of shoulder barged Cerrone a bit, and I'm just not the biggest fan of people like that, to be honest. And him assaulting Leon Edwards, I thought that was one of the most pathetic things ever. But he's really gained my respect. As a fighter, I've always respected him, but as a person, a bit 50-50, to be honest. I'm not saying he hasn't had it hard, you know, he came up the hard way, street fights and all that, but that isn't how real gangsters act. That's just how wimpy cowards act, bloody assaulting people backstage, you know. So, but again, Masvidal, I have a shit ton of respect for him. As a person, I'm a bit 50-50, but as a fighter, and stepping up on 7 days' notice against an elite champion like Usman, insane respect, insane courage, and, you know, just an absolute utter beast. So, that's my prediction for Usman versus Masvidal. It should be an awesome fight. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.